This is me, some years back. The perfect portrait for a job that I never got. And while I was on a safari in Africa. Where was this?
This was when you made me angry by doing your rock climbing.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Fun day. Come on, I am recording here. And this is what I did for one of my clients. And this. And some more. And then she had a ridiculous request to make her in 3D. Yeah, I did that as well. But no worries, I made some money and had some fun, all thanks to Picsi.AI with their InsightFace technology. Let me show you how. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to explain the following. What is Picsi.AI powered by InsightFace AI technology? What is morphing? Why is it called morphing and not face swap? Why morphing is the correct terminology for this technology? Show you why you would want to use this technology for personal uses. If you are a freelancer or a small business, how would this technology help you earn some income or even save costs if you are a small and medium enterprise or large corporation? Then I will go through Picsi.AI's plans. They both have paid and free plans. I will then explain their licensing options and how to use this service ethically for personal or business use. I will demonstrate and show you how to subscribe to their Patreon and link it to your Discord account. Then would showcase in Discord how to morph images with single or multiple characters in a photo. And finally, talk about their latest version, 0.2.2, with a comparison of their previous version. So let's get started. In one of my previous videos on creating consistent characters in Midjourney with 100% accuracy, I discussed InsightFace AI and its technologies in detail. Picsi.AI is now the brand powered by InsightFace AI. I won't be explaining how to invite their bot or how to make a Discord account because I have already covered that in my previous video about consistent characters in Midjourney. So you can go to my channel and have a look at that video for detailed instructions regarding Discord setup, bot invitation to your Discord server, and an explanation of all Picsi.AI commands, and even how to correctly make a source image template and use it for morphing. In short, with Picsi.AI, using a source template image of a face created from Midjourney, Blue Willow, Stable Diffusion, or any AI generative art tool, or even your real images, you can morph that source image face into the target image. But there are certain limitations and license conditions you must adhere to depending on whether you are using it for personal or business use, which I will explain later. Let me show you an example. For instance, this is a source image I created using Midjourney. And this is the target image, again generated via Midjourney. Now, using Picsi.AI, I morphed the source face into the target face, and this is the result. Pretty cool stuff, isn't it? Now let me explain to you what exactly is morphing. What I just showed you looks like a face swap, but it's technically not that. In a face swap, the faces are just interchanged. But morphing identifies the key features of each face and then gradually blends those features together. The reason why we are using the word morph or morphing is because the way the technology works is quite complex. The process works by first detecting and aligning the faces in the two images. Once the faces are aligned, InsightFace AI uses a technique called latent space interpolation to blend the features of the two faces together. Simply, in layperson's terms, consider various points mapped on each face, and then the AI aligns and morphs your source face to the target face. InsightFace AI uses something called GAN, which is a pre-trained generative adversarial network. In simpler terms, it's a machine learning model that can be used to generate realistic images. Once the faces have been morphed, InsightFace AI applies a few post-processing steps, including face alignment, smoothing, and color correction. The final result is a seamlessly morphed face that combines the features of the two original faces, which is similar to the source photo, maintains consistency with the target photo, and is realistic. And this is why we call it face morphing and not just face swapping. Usually, when it's for personal use, you would opt for the free plan, but when I reach to the plan section, you would understand that even a $9.99 plan has benefits. But first, let's understand why you would even use Picsi.AI personally. Say, you want to take professional self-portraits without the hassle of actually going for a photo shoot. It's quick and easy. Let's take an example of Blue Willow here. And let's assume you want multiple portrait photographs in various clothing. Blue Willow is an AI generative art tool that costs from $5 to about $20. I am not explaining how to set up Blue Willow, and there is a full-fledged tutorial about that in my channel. Please go check that out. Here, I am on a private Discord server with the Blue Willow and InsightFace AI bot added to it. Let's write a simple prompt: professional portrait in a white background of a male wearing blue navy suit, red tie, LinkedIn, resume photo. Let's upscale the fourth image here. The benefit of Blue Willow is that it upscales in 4K. Now let's morph. And it's that simple. Later on in the video, I will explain how this is done. Let's change the suit to black and get another image generated and morph it. Excellent. Let's select the second image here and upscale it. And we have our second morphed image. Another example of personal use is family portraits. Check out these examples. Yeah, we travel a lot. I wish. And it's not me or my family, by the way. It's all AI. Another personal use you can have with this technology is just have fun with it. Like me being Captain America. Or just plain old Hulk chilling it out. Enough fun with this. Let's move on to the commercial application and license. This technology has many business applications to save costs, make money, or start earning passive income. As per my research, large corporations, small and medium enterprises, and even freelancers and individuals can earn income by using the technology ethically and adhering to their licensing agreements. So let's start with large corporations and then move to an individual level. I will give some examples of how large corporations can save costs using Picsi.AI. When they save costs, they make more money. The most straightforward use of this technology for large companies comes from repurposing marketing or product content to create new content. Let's take Marvel, for example. They can repurpose their old comic book panels by morphing the faces of the original comic book characters with the actors who will portray them in new movies. Wouldn't you want to see your old physical or digital comics with the current MCU actors? Secondly, recycling advertisements. Mobile companies like Apple, Samsung, or Google could take their older advertisements, like print ads or billboards, and swap out the faces of the people in those ads with current celebrities or social media influencers known to use their products. Vogue can do something similar and promote an old issue with new models and celebrities, or even use technologies like ControlNet on Stable Diffusion to generate AI models with their latest fashion and morph faces onto AI models. This would save them the cost of an entire photo shoot and the logistical expenses of the fashion industry. A shoe company like Nike or Adidas can also repurpose their old advertisements with current athletes they sponsor. These are just a few cost-saving examples. The application has wide usage in various industries, including fashion, telecommunication, retail, cosmetics, etc. And I am still talking about still images. Large corporations would obviously use this technology ethically, and I doubt they would infringe on copyrights. So let's talk about something mentioned explicitly in their license agreement that caught my eye. To break it down, their license agreement strictly states that, for any company to use images generated from their technology, it should either add a small disclaimer, footnote, or credit line in their marketing materials and advertisements saying, "Face morphs generated by Picsi.AI, powered by InsightFace." There are other things in the license agreement, and you must be on a paid plan to use it commercially. Except for the mentioned part, I don't think giant corporations would have any issue with their terms. You can find their license agreement on the Discord channel, which I will link in the description below. As a postgraduate in business management, I can tell you one thing. Companies like Nike, Samsung, Google, Microsoft, Apple, Coke, etc. would never agree to this explicit term of mentioning that the images used are morphed by Picsi.AI. This is because Picsi.AI would have more to gain from mass advertisements rather than the corporation. However, there is a solution. Companies can approach them directly and negotiate a contract or royalty agreement. This was confirmed to me on Discord when making this video that companies do have that option. You can contact them via GitHub or Discord, and I will link both in the description below. Now, the golden question comes: how as an SME, you could be able to make money? There are multiple ways to earn if you run a small business. One way is to market this technology to these companies and get them to the negotiating table. If a contract is signed, you get a commission on whatever is agreed upon. So basically, you would be acting as an agent. Yes, these companies may approach them directly, but if you have tie-ups, it would be easy to intermediate the entire process. For example, you are the ad agency for these companies. The educational sector has excellent potential for using this technology. Educational institutions can, for example, have personalized books with their students' faces in the books. Seeing themselves in the learning materials could make the learning experience more engaging for children. Secondly, they can have interactive apps where a child's face is morphed into an AI-generated character who then navigates through various educational challenges. This adds a personal touch to the learning experience, potentially making it more immersive and compelling. They can have storytelling, social and emotional learning, language learning, educational games, and much more. The effect of face morphing on children's engagement in a learning game is a study by Minghui Chen, Qiheng Chen, and Huiqing Lin in 2012 in the Journal of Computers and Education. The study was conducted with 96 children aged 8 to 10 years old. The children were randomly assigned to one of two groups: a control group who played a learning game without face morphing, and an experimental group who played the same game with their faces morphed into the characters. The study results showed that the children in the experimental group were more engaged in the game than the children in the control group. They were more likely to stay focused on the game, to complete the tasks, and to learn the material. The study's authors suggest that the effects of face morphing on children's engagement may be due to a sense of ownership, increased attention, and improved understanding. Overall, the study suggests that face morphing can be valuable for improving children's engagement in learning games. However, more research is needed on the best way to implement this. As an SME, you can use this opportunity to target educational institutions and provide the morphing service to them. This is an unexplored opportunity because educational institutions do not have the expertise to do this. Remember that the institutions will have to mention a disclaimer or credit note anywhere in the book, stating, "Images created using Picsi.AI, powered by InsightFace AI technology." They should have no problem with that and have appropriate permissions from the parents so as to not violate any terms of service or conditions set in by Picsi.AI. Let's move on to how an individual or a freelancer can make money or earn passive income. Firstly, let me tell you that there is a difference between earning income and earning passive income. As an individual, you can do both using Picsi.AI. Passive income is something you make on the side while maintaining your primary source of income from your job. To list some examples, you can make coloring, comic, graphic novels, or picture books. I have made a full tutorial on creating a coloring book using Blue Willow and Canva. Go check out that video. It explains how you sell them on platforms like Etsy, Amazon KDP, and others. As mentioned before, you must give the same attribution to Picsi.AI in your books, physical or digital copies. Secondly, as a freelance photographer, you can creatively provide your clients with family photos and portraits as per their needs. Many would not have access to Picsi.AI or know any computing and AI knowledge and would prefer to pay you for your services. Please note that the attribution that the photo is made using Picsi.AI with InsightFace AI technology has to be clearly made visible to the end user. You can do this without detracting from the visual appeal of the photograph. The placement of the attribution can vary, like discreetly on the backside of the frame. This way, the attribution remains present but does not interfere with the front-facing presentation of the image. Let's say you run a studio. You can display samples of the images and services and place the attribution on the display so that the user clearly knows that this is made using Picsi.AI. This could be in the form of a plaque, card, or label placed nearby. Let's take another example where you, as a photographer, include your logo, signature, or branding on a physical or digital copy. This logo, signature, and branding should be accompanied by attributing to Picsi.AI. This doesn't have to overshadow your own identity but must be visible to the end user. You should maintain a balance between the visual appeal of the image and the proper attribution as per Picsi.AI terms and license agreements. The primary goal is it doesn't matter if the photo given to the client is physical or in digital format. Anyone viewing it should be able to readily identify that the AI enhancements are by Picsi.AI, powered by InsightFace. As a photographer, morphing would come in very handy for wedding shoots. You can morph the bride and groom photos in exotic locations and in an artistic way without actually having them present in the location and without the cost involved in the actual shoot. So here, you would provide the photos in an album, and you can easily put the attribution in the album. For the digital copy, it should be again in the EXIF or metadata. Thirdly, if you are into graphic designing, you can create unique themes and stock images to sell on stock photo websites. You can attribute in the description and EXIF or the metadata when uploading to the stock photo websites. In any case, if you want more clarity, I suggest you contact them via Discord or GitHub and work with them closely to adhere to the license agreements. Let's move on to their free and paid plans. Now let's go over their current plans. Please note that the plans are as per this video's current date and are subject to change as more features are added. So the free plan is basically for casual users, more like a trial mode. Say you are a family of 4 and have 4 people in a single image. You can only morph one image. That's also the first image from the left. And that's it. The basic plan allows you to morph all 4 faces in a single image. So I highly recommend the basic plan, even for family portraits, unless you want a single portrait. The basic plan also includes no extra credit for non-Midjourney images. These 2 features are the most important when evaluating whether to go for the free or basic plan. The Pro plan is the ultimate with all the bells and whistles. You get lossless PNG output. Along with that, you also get to morph faces and GIFs. Currently, the limit is 20 frames per GIF. Each frame is 1 credit. Both Basic and Pro plans have an automatic VIP queue for faster processing of the images. If you are an SME representing a large corporation or have multiple other clients, I highly recommend the Pro plan due to the lossless PNG input and output. Plus, your daily credits are also doubled compared to the Basic plan. To purchase any of these plans, you need a Patreon account, which must be linked to your Discord account. Let me show you step by step how to do that. First, go to Patreon.com. Over here, click on Start a Paid Membership. Then put in your email ID and sign up. After you sign up, you see this page. Verify your email first. Once the email is verified, return to this page and go to Settings. Then click on More, Connected Apps. Here you can see Discord. Click on it. You should already have a Discord account before you proceed. It will then give you a pop-up and ask you to log into your Discord account. After you log in, click on Authorize. And that's it, you have successfully connected your Discord account with Patreon. Now go to More again, click on Payment Methods, and add a payment method. Patreon supports PayPal if you don't want to give in your credit or debit card. Now go to patreon.com/Picsi. Choose a plan and click on Join. Check everything is filled in correctly and click on Subscribe. And that's it, you are subscribed to Picsi.AI. One last step is to click on Connect to Discord again, which will take you to their private Discord server. Open Discord, and you should see a new server in your list called Picsi.AI subscription. For some reason, if you don't see this server, go to their Discord server, which I have linked in the description below, and ask for support. They are super responsive and will help sort things out. So let's finally show you how to morph multiple faces, because I did not cover that in my previous video. I have added Midjourney and InsightFace swap bots to my private Discord server. Check out my previous video on how to create consistent characters in Midjourney with InsightFace.AI, in which I cover a detailed explanation of all the in-face swap bot commands and more. Here I am uploading an AI-generated image of a couple, and we are going to morph two faces simultaneously on them. On paid plans, the morph happens from left to right. Once you have saved your image template via the Save ID command, you need to type in the set ID. ID1, and then ID2. You don't have actually to use ID1 or ID2 specifically. By ID1, I mean whatever name you have saved the image with. In my case, I have saved the image IDs as male 30 and female 30. The bot should give you a positive response that the current ID name is updated. Now all you have to do is right-click the image, go to Apps, and then click on InSwapper, and that's basically it. It will start generating the image for you with the morph faces. I have generated a family portrait of 4 people. I will make the first female from the left at age 60, the second guy at age 30, the younger female at 30, and the last right male at age 60, so it will look like two adults with their parents. I am just fast forwarding the video. I am using the command set ID 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here you can see it has accurately morphed the faces. Now, for some reason, if you want to, say, skip morphing the face on the second person, then the command for that would be set ID 1 underscore ID 3, then 4. The underscore would skip the second person and proceed to morph the other three faces. While filming this video, a new model of the morphing technology was released, and I was lucky to have enough time to test it and include it in the video. The devs are calling it version 0.2.2-20230803. I bet you did not notice that the second number is 2023, August 3rd, the model's release date. This model is so good that it's the default model for everyone. You can switch between the models by the command set ID default or next. If you, however, want to test out the previous model, you can use the command set ID prev instead, as in previous. So, I have already done the testing, so you guys don't have to. I will share some images and show you where this new model excels. After extensive testing, I can say this model has three crucial aspects. 1. Similarity to the source photo. 2. Maintaining consistency with the other attributes of the target photo's face. And lastly, realism. This is an AI image generated using Midjourney. It's extremely difficult to morph this image because of the goggles, and the facial expression is a bit extreme. However, look at what happens when I morph using the previous version. And now using the updated default version. Focus on the circles. Goggles are almost perfect. I can now do a quick Photoshop fix for the new version. The top of the forehead is accurately defined, including the ear area. This is the Captain America image, again generated via Midjourney. Morphed via the previous version. And result by the new default version. I will let this run a couple of times. You can see here how accurate the morphing is, and the previous version was a bit flattened. However, the newer version is closer to the source and has more depth, balancing the attributes of the target image perfectly with the source image. The source image is the same as what I had shown at the beginning of the video. I used only one male, female, and child source throughout the video. I am choosing these style images because morphing on a face with a side-angle view is more challenging than a straighter one. So this is again an image via Midjourney. Here notice the jawline on the right side of the model. See how well the new version blends it. Also, notice the hairline on the top, the depth around the nose, and the lips area. Before I conclude, let me clear two things. Firstly, all images here are AI generated using Stable Diffusion, Automatic 1111, Blue Willow, or Midjourney. Secondly, this video is not sponsored. I actually have a pro plan because I need to do extensive testing before giving out any information. I like to be as accurate as possible. Quality over quantity, right? To conclude, Picsi.AI powered with InsightFace AI technology is a very powerful tool. There is massive potential for this technology in business applications. It just needs marketing. I have just described a few of them to get your business acumen flowing. Like any other AI tool, this will drastically be improved further and further. You can already see the difference between the previous and the new versions in such a short period of time. In my opinion, this is just the beginning, and the results are very impressive. If you are using this for personal use, please use it ethically. And if you are going to use it for business, kindly adhere to their terms and conditions. They have a sizable community over at Discord. Join their Discord server and be a part of their community. The more people use these services and share feedback, the better. Until next time.
If you have watched till here, thanks. Please like and subscribe, and hit the bell notification to receive a notification as soon as we upload a new video.